Hi, and welcome to This Is with Emrod. In today's episode, this is Raven by Tania Crowell, and we're going to be talking to Tania, who is a fashion designer, and I have been lucky enough to be able to collaborate with her. And today we're going to be sharing her story and the details of our collaboration. So let's welcome Tania. Hi, Tania. How are you?
So happy to be here.
I am very happy to have you here and to share the story, how we collaborated together, and to share your story. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So what about myself? I can share. So I'm from Bolivia. I grew up in Connecticut, and then I came down to Philadelphia. It was sometime like in high school that I was like, you know what? I would love to start making my own clothes, and I kind of just went from there, just creating pieces, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with designing clothes. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how did your family feel about the whole being a designer and going to school for design?
They were super welcoming about it. Both of my parents are architects, so it was kind of like art was already in the family, so they respected it and they were super supportive. I took actually classes at Moor in high school. I don't know if you know the program.
Like a summer program that they have?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I just went from there. I was like, you know what? I want to keep going. It's such a beautiful community of people and all art, background. It's awesome to be in such a good space.
Yes. And so what about designing do you really love?
I love the feeling when people wear it and how confident that they feel, and beautiful, because I feel like clothes is an expression of who we are, and
right, because everybody has their own style in a way.
Yeah, and I feel like even for designing your pieces, it was just kind of like, who is she? What does she like, and what does she feel really confident in? And you even shared a few things on our meeting.
Yeah,
I was like, let's go from there. I see her style.
So tell us what school are you going to? Because you didn't say you did that summer program more. Is that where you're going to right now, right?
Yes, I'm at Moor College of Art. I'm graduating this year, and I've been so lucky to be in this opportunity with you.
I am more than excited to be part of it. I'm like, since I met you, I was like, I want to do something with you because I saw your talent, I saw your dedication, and you were also a very down-to-earth type of personality. And I feel like we could get along together very well. So I've been thinking about reaching out to you for a while, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna reach out to her, see what she says, because sometimes I could be a little bit afraid of rejection. I was like, what about if she doesn't want to do it? So I reached out to you, and I was like, Tania, do you want to collaborate? Let's meet and let's talk. And we did. We met.
Awesome. Yes, we went to have pizza, and it was great. And we went in Riva, and it was just awesome. Just sitting down with you and your whole idea of making these pieces. I feel like you kind of opened up on your style and how even Jennifer Lopez is it's your icon, and the inspiration came from her. I feel like she gives you confidence, and that I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that for her, and I'm gonna design something really cool.
Yes, and you did. You designed 3 dresses for me and my swimsuit, so you'll be able to see it on the pageant. And I just loved your design, and you were able to send me pictures of how everything is going to be looking, and every time you did something to it, an update, you will just record and send me a recording, and we have everything recorded.
Yes,
so we're going to be the process. So let's share a little bit about the process, and we'll show you how we started. So we first met, and we're kind of like, okay, so what's our budget? What are we going to be working with?
The budget kind of
flew away because we wanted more.
Yeah, we always wanted more.
Yeah.
I think it was we saw inspiration, we went back and forth, and then it was kind of let's just buy some fabric, let's go fabric shopping, and we went to a few good ones, and I think we wanted more sparkle, and we wanted more shiny, very runway, but then also pageant, so it had to have a flowiness, and it had to be very dressy, and
Yes.
we had fun with it.
We did. We had fun with it. And then I reached back to you and I was like, can you do my interview outfit? And you were like, okay.
I was so down.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you just sent me like different designs. So how do you come up with the idea for the interview outfit?
I think it was kind of like, so you were telling me that you wanted it kind of like short and not too like all of your other pieces are like long dresses. So something that was, very comfortable, short, good interview outfit. So I kind of figured like having some type, can I talk about it? Like, okay, so it has like some like pleating on the side, because I was like, it would be so beautiful to have like,
you get
women's body, like women's body are so beautiful, and I think like when you have like shape, not necessarily like just like the cut, but also like things just kind of drawing you to different parts of the like your body. It was
shape,
and shaping it. It was just like, she's perfect to wear this outfit. And I kept I sent you like 3 like illustrations, and we kind of went from there. And you're like, oh my god, this one's it, definitely. And it definitely drew you to that one. So I'm happy I designed it.
I had a fun time like choosing the one, but once I saw that piece, I just like loved the personality of it and the character. And it wasn't like a boring piece. It was like very stand-in and elegant.
Yeah, very elegant.
Yes, I loved it.
Yeah, and like I think also we were going back and forth with like the gold dress, and you were like, no, I want a red dress. Like I want a red dress in this collection. So it was a good choice, and I feel like it's perfect for the interview.
I feel like it also connects with my platform, which is Simon's Heart, so and children's heart disease.
Yeah.
So like red for children's heart disease. So I felt like
you're
I needed represent. What up? And then you designed a beautiful piece. So we went shopping like how many times? We went shopping like a few times. Yeah. Because this is like something that was very personal. Like I don't know that this is something that you will be doing with everyone that wants a design from you. But it was something that we were collaborating together, and it was very personal. And we recorded everything, so we might input some of it in this, and do like a separate thing together. But tell us why you do it more, and kind of like what classes have you taken, and what have been one of your favorite classes at Moor?
Okay, so at Moor, they teach you how to do like pattern making in the first one. So it was kind of just very simple, like how to make a pocket, how to do like little like things. And then the next class is like figuring out materials. So I worked with like organza, I worked with like different materials, and it was about fabric manipulation. So I kind of learned how to do pleating, which I did for yours. And then I also learned how to like with an organza dress, which is actually featured at the Moor website, was like about molding. So you use like an iron and how you can mold different like fabrics and they can stay.
And you enjoy the whole process.
I love that one.
Things.
And then we did fashion illustration, was also really good. I had some really wonderful teachers teaching me how to do it. And I think my medium is probably like online. Like I like the Photoshop or Illustrator and just kind of drawing it. I think making it is a whole different process, but it's also really valuable to know both sides and like learning what you want to do. It's like, it's not just about, who wears it. It's like, how do they make it? Like what role do you want to take on? And for you, I did 2 roles and it turned out really awesome. Like I just loved like collaborating with you because I feel like you had a vision for it and I was able to just kind of like follow along your lead, but we just collaborated really well. And
I mean, that opening number dress, you showed me that one drawing and I was sold. I was like, yes, I love it. I love the design you came up with for the opening number. Yeah. You have to look at it. I'm going to be posting after the pageant and I'm going to be tagging Tania, so you'll be able to see each of the designs that she came up with and how we collaborated together and how we went shopping. Yeah, that was so much fun going shopping and finding the right fabric.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think also like with Moor, I was able to like do different opportunities. So we got to work with like the Philadelphia Ballet, which was awesome. My design didn't get chosen, but it was like second like choice. And then also like working with Maylin, your daughter.
Yeah.
In the
and that's where we met.
Yeah, it was a Philly Fashion Week, and they were collaborating with Fab Scrap. Yeah. So when I got news about it, it was actually I think like 1 or 2 weeks in, and I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Like, how am I gonna design something and make something really fast? But I was able to do it. We met with the models, and then we went shopping, and then went from there, and it was like, let's make the outfit. And with Maylin, she was awesome. She kind of helped me like design it too. It was like, hey, do you think this looks good? She's like, oh my god, yeah. So we went from there, and then I met you on stage.
And yeah, that's where I met. I was like, I love the design, and when I heard you like you came up with this within a week, and then you made it, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah. Since then, I've been wanting to like reach out to you and collaborate with you, and I was like, it's just amazing the work that you did.
Thank you.
And how fast you did it. It was like great job.
Thank you so much.
And I you know, I love your personality. You just like you are able to like, you know, some people are very attached to what they do and how they do it, and you're like flexible. Like if I tell you I like this much more like this than that, you're like, okay, let's look at it and see if that will work.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, this is my design, you cannot touch it. Yeah. You're kind of like more of a flexible person, and kind of like are interested in the person wearing it to be comfortable in it. So I love that about you.
Thank you. I mean, it's all about how someone feels when they like wear the clothes, and if you're not feeling as confident and it's not, you know, fitting you in certain parts of your body, then, you know, that's something I need to look at. You know, I think every designer needs to be open about who wears it, and you know, it doesn't always have to be like a skinny model. It can be like a regular human. You know, you're a mom. You have curves. Like that's like it's beautiful. And to design for just one type, it's not, you know, it's not ideal. So I love this opportunity because I like more runway clothes, and I was like able to do pageant, which is also like some type of runway, but you guys also have a different style. Like it's very like, you know, wow. And with you, I was like, this collection is very like, you know,
I know it's
loud, and it's eye catcher, and that's what you want to show off everything, like,
and like bling. Like bling, I love the bling on the opening number dress. Yeah, it's like you like the little pieces, the eye drop. What is it called? Teardrop?
Oh yeah, teardrop.
The little teardrops. Like how many teardrops do you think?
Yeah, we got like 6 or 7 bags, and I think I used most of them. So it was like
a few dozen teardrops. But it's just gonna be like bling, bling, bling. Yeah. As soon as the light hits it.
Yeah, and then stage lighting is so valuable. Like even with materials, like I was like velvet, it lights completely different, and then also like there's the shimmer, which looks very like mermaid or like very like scaly. It's really beautiful
and fun. Like you have the fun the opening with the like the little I don't even know how to call it, but little strings.
Oh yes, the fringe. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. So we have that going on as well.
When you walk, it like moves, which is beautiful.
I can't wait to walk and show off your dresses. Yes. I hope I do justice to them because they're amazing. So I'm going to be doing my best to show off their beautiful dresses. I'm going to have, like I said, 3 dresses. It's going to be the gown that I'm going to wear for the final, and then the opening number, and then the dress that I'm going to wear for my interview. So that was amazing. So what type of work do you do if somebody is like watching this and they're like, oh my god, I love her personality, I would love to work with her? What type of work do you feel like you're capable of doing, or you'll be posting on it too?
I think like just reaching out to me on my links or in socials. I'm pretty open to seeing what like you're interested in, like the design, like what it's for, and then I'll just go from there. Like I will do fabric shopping with you, or I can do it on my own, and then I'll do some illustrations. I don't mind making it. I love like just the opportunity. So if anyone's interested, I'm open to whatever.
And I saw too that you would be interested in doing Halloween costume.
Yes.
How is that? Have you ever done a Halloween costume?
Yes. I've actually made a leaf dress, and it was just for me, but I made it like all these like little leaves that are from my outside of my house, and I just like put them onto like a mannequin, cool. And then I'll show you later.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I want to see that.
And then I've done like little other costumes, but it's just like for fun, and you know, it's Halloween. Like you can
have some fun with.
Yeah, like you don't need to have a serious costume. You know, we've seen everything, but Halloween is fun.
On your Instagram page, talking about, online, on your Instagram page, I see some dresses, like some jean dresses, and I just think they're fabulous. How do you even come up with this ideas?
So that was my upcycle denim project. So it was for school. I was able to create a design with all of, like, I think it was 3 or 2 pairs of jeans and make 2 pieces. So it was a corset, a skirt, and then I think the other one was a corset it was just a top and a skirt.
Yes.
And I was just doing color blocking, so it's like when you have like so you have dark shades and light shades, and then you
I can see that. Like it's like different tones of like blues.
Yeah, and I think it's very like I had fun with it because it was out of my element of like designing like denim, because it's a completely different material. So you have to like be really patient. I probably broke my sewing needle like 3 or 4 times, but the outcome was so much fun, and I love denim. Denim is amazing. You can make very like grunge kind of like style, or you can make something really like up like it's like so fun. Much fun. Yeah. So I enjoyed it, and I was able to out of school like get it in like a fashion show, like 2 of them, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So just like having my work out there has been so much fun, and meeting people. It's a fun job being a fashion designer.
Yes. So, like, we're talking about the fun, but I'm sure there's some things that you might struggle with. Like, what are things that you have struggled, like, either being in school or outside of school or making a piece?
I think it's like exposure, a lot of exposure. As a fashion designer, you're always trying to see what's the next thing is for you. So, for me, it's been like having a bigger social media platform. So growing that, you need to like find opportunities so your work is out there. But also like, I would say like being patient with yourself in designs. Like, time is valuable. It's all about you making the sacrifice. Like, hey, do I want to get this done in like 2 seconds? And then it's gonna look like crap, you have to be patient with yourself. And especially with sewing, I think I have like difficulties in it, but I enjoy the craft. I love what I do. So I love making my clothes.
The pieces.
And then also just designing, I think is also like, well, they like it enough or whatever. And it's like, no, it's like when you stick to your design and you grow from it. Like, I think I heard something with my teacher was like, you make clothes and it's not necessarily things that you would wear. You let like the design kind of make its way to whoever, because someone might like like a pair of jeans skirt, and it's not all everyday clothes, but someone might use it for an event. So just like being open to that,
being open and flexible to new things.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell us about your graduation pieces. So you have to come up with a collection. So what was your inspiration for this collection? Did you work with like the material that you're more like passionate about?
So for my collection, it's called Harmony in Layers. It's going to be it's very soon, my fashion show. Oh my God. It's around the corner. It's Harmony in Layers. And why I chose the name was because I wanted to share about like love and like it's about a human. It's about me personally and how we wear like our our marks. Like we wear our grief, we wear our happiness, and it's about just layers of fabric, and it's layers of wire. So I took a machine knitting class, and I decided to do machine knit wire and beads, and like make these like pieces come out of her in different ways. So it's we have a range of like red tone colors, and what else can I say about it? And headpieces and earrings and bags that are.
Oh, you have bags?
Yeah.
Too?
So so it's about.
I can't wait to see the whole collection.
It's very exciting, and I'm really excited about how it's all going to turn out. I think I have more experience now with like how a runway works. So it's like casting. It's about like your music. It's about just a vibe that you're trying to put out there and project to everyone. And I'm doing it in Spanish, the song, because I felt like if my family is coming, I want, you want
to bring some of it. Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing a little bit of screen printing on like the fabrics to have like images of like family, or like making it really personal to me as like my farewell for Moor. But like it really speaks a lot to me
from you.
Yeah, just of like things that have happened in my life. I felt like this was something that I could really take on in my last year, and it means a lot more to me. So yeah,
that's
meaningful pieces to me is where I was going with design.
Sounds great. I can't wait to like see it and kind of like feel that transmission of what you're feeling and the things that you want to transmit with it. Because fashion is also like something that you transmit your feelings, your desires, and all these wonderful things.
For sure.
Tell us a little bit about kind of like, how is it working with me? No.
How
difficult am I? No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're a blessing. Honestly, I love the feedback that you give me. Like, it helps me as a designer, because I keep telling you, I'm like, if you tell me you don't like this part, no offense taken, because I know at the end of the day, like, I will feel like more happy that you're liking what you're wearing or how it feels. So like redoing some pieces, I'm like, it's part of the job, just go with the flow.
Well, I love working with you. It's just like, it's so easy because you tell me like, look, this is not going to work. Or you tell me, yes, okay, we can do it.
Yeah.
And if not, we can find ways around it. And like, it's just been such an amazing experience. And I just want you to be out there. I want you to be successful. You're doing amazing things. So, like, what are future things, future goals that you see for yourself?
Future goals would probably be, like, having more of these projects in the future, like with pageants or anything, and just keep designing. Like, I really want that exposure of, like, designing clothes for people. And
are you going to have your own space?
Yes.
So are you working on that right now?
I am working on it as future plans.
Yes, that's awesome. So what are advice that you would give to somebody like a kid or wants to do fashion designs, or a teenager that is already like starting fashion design? What are things that they should really focus on or really investigate before they go into fashion?
I think like with fashion design, I would probably say figure out what you like to do. Like school, I think was difficult because I'm like, what's my role in fashion design? Like, what do I like about it so much? So figuring out who you are and what your style is really important. Like, make things, mess up. It's totally fine, because that's a time that you can work on what you're work on yourself as a designer, or you can and grow from it, like get feedback from other designers. I know for me, it's been, it was very, is it the right word? Therapeutical, like to get like just a lot of like insight from other designers as well. To talk to people in your class or your teachers and say like, hey, like, you didn't start here, right? Like how was that process for you? And like just kind of like be very open and transparent with people. Like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? And then just go from there. Like,
yeah,
it's all about that, because like once you figure out your role, like for me, I love to make it, and then I like clothing, but I also love to design. So it's just figuring out if I work at like a big big fashion design house.
What would you want to do
what
there?
what do you want to do there? Are you going to be hired to be sewing, or are you going to be hired to do illustrations? I'm doing both because I want to have both experience, and I want my own brand. So like, how much do you want to work for your stuff, and do you want experience with your, what do you call it, your internship? For me, I did an internship with this a baby brand, and I was like, do I like making clothes for babies? Babies are very limited. They like soft clothes, and it's not super crazy. So I'm like, you know, I had fun in that experience, but it's like, I don't think I'll do baby clothes. It's not something that you were
to be passionate about.
I like more runway clothes, and it's like, how am I making a difference in that? Like, you know, just figuring all that out is very, very important as a beginner fashion designer, and making products. Just make as much as you can, and then, you know, grow from there. So yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
It's been great talking to you and sharing your story. I think we're gonna have to do like a separate one for like to show the little step, and those are probably we'll do a video and just talk on them.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So we'll be sharing that our shopping experience, and then putting the dresses together, because I have been visiting Tania we've been doing this since December.
Yes.
December 2023. We were shopping, and then we were doing measurements and all of the steps that we did to create the dresses. We're gonna do a complete like video, and then we'll do like a talking video to show you. But I wanted to make sure we have this. This is with Tania Crowell, and Raven is her brand. So make sure you follow her on her Instagram. I'm gonna tag her Instagram in here. Make sure you follow her and support her, and reach out to her if you want to make a design for your new dress. Maybe you're going to a wedding and you want a special dress, you can talk to her about it. Or if you're doing like a christening and you want a special dress for yourself, there's so many occasions, and you'll have somebody that really cares about what you want. You can make sure of that. Like, I've been very specific on certain things that I like, certain things that I don't like, and the conversation is an open conversation where we're both agree, disagree on certain things, but we're able to express that, and that makes it a lot easier to work with somebody. So I am very excited to be sharing her, and sharing her like this one. I am very excited for her, and I know she's gonna do well, because she has the passion for it, and she has that ability to talk to people and to like comprehend where you're coming from and what you want, and she also, like, you know, she has the ability to design these beautiful pieces that it's like, oh, I really want that. It is so beautiful. So I hope you're able to reach out to her and follow her in her Instagram account, on her Facebook page. I'm going to tag them all here, and make sure you follow us and you subscribe to our channel here for This Is with Emrod. I hope everyone has an amazing day, and I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.